My another video of Docker and containers. So today's topic is regarding running MongoDB container for application development. So the idea of today's video is how can we use Docker container to develop application and uh, instead of running Docker locally in the host, we'll pull Docker image from the Docker hub. As you can see in this page, we'll pull this image and then we'll try to create a container out of it, and then again we'll try to connect to the database and so that we can do application development. Okay, so let's start. I'll go to the terminal. So first of all, I'll check which images are currently installed in my Docker engine. So I can see I have MySQL image, but I want to pull the Docker image first. So I'll pull the Mongo image. So this might take some time. So okay, so as you can see, it's being installed, and if I list the images, I can see the latest of MongoDB has been installed. So yeah, so I've got the image. Now I'll try to create a container out of this image. So I have this command written. Okay. So this is the command. Yeah, so now if we see that MongoDB container has been running and the name of the container is local Mongo. So yeah, so now that the container is been is on, so we can go and use Mongo shell to connect to it. So how we connect to this particular container is by using the name of the container. You can see the local MongoDB has been written here, and IT means interactive terminal. I'll try to execute, and which command, Mongo command, I want to run there. So yeah, so you can see it's connected. So after that I can try to show DBs. So you can see there are these DBs that are already there. So I can use a particular DB here. So let's say stop this DB, and let's see if there are any collections or not. Collection. Oh, there is one collection called user. Okay, so you can see that I can perform any MongoDB shell commands here, and I can exit it. So okay, so another thing I want to explain here is that the command that we run to create the container, right? So the first command is, let's say, docker run, and then -d is the parameter that you pass to run it in a detached mode. What it means is that without like your terminal open, your container should be running. You don't want your container to die after you close the terminal. So in case of detached mode, you can get that functionality out of it. So after that, minus p signifies that which port you want to map. So my left hand side is the host port, means the port that I am going to map for my particular machine, the host machine. And after the right hand side will be the container port. Docker MongoDB container port is the port that we are going to map. So we know that default 27017 is the default port that MongoDB uses in the container, so it will be mapped accordingly. And minus v is the folder that I want to map to MongoDB uh, to my local system. So the right hand side is the you can see the home data directory where I want to store the database, so that after I stop the container, the database is still remains there. So I don't want to lose the database. I want to persist the databases. So that's why this is being done. And yeah, so basically what will happen is that we will mount this directory to the container directory data db, so that when we again stop the container and run from the image, so data bases remain preserved. And name is the name of the container that we want to define. So local mongo I selected, so that is there. And which image where you want to run, so mongo is the image that we want to run as a base image. So yeah, so that was it. Yeah, so now another thing, if you are doing application development, we might want to connect through like Mongo Compass. So let's try to do that. So yeah, you can see that local host this has been mapped. So yeah, so now you can see I have connected to it. So yeah, so like these are the databases that are there. So like same, see, this is the user table that we are having. So yeah, so I think that's all for today's video. Thank you guys.